My name's Mike, and if you're sitting there watching this tape smoking your cigarette, well, hit the fast forward button, because I don't smoke and I don't like people who do smoke.
Welcome back to Darth News. Today's video, we're going to talk about some of the most racist shit that I have seen in a long time. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, when I say I have seen some racist shit, I have seen some racist shit. This is at the top of that list. Maybe not the racist, most racist, but pretty fucking up there. So today's article is brought to us by the New York Post. Title reads, Black principal says racism was behind the request to remove photo with white wife. That's right. Let's read on. A black high school principal in Texas said that he was told by a district official to remove an anniversary photo from Facebook of himself kissing his white wife. Oh my God. So not as to stir up stuff amid some complaints from parents, according to the reports. Now, why the fuck are parents complaining in the first place? Jesus, not only are these some of the most racist parents I've ever heard of. This whole town's fucking racist. The school board's racist. These officials are racist. This is fucking racism. This district official should have told these people to just shut the fuck up, essentially. I mean, if I were the district official and some parents confronted me with these complaints, and I would have been like, okay, what are your complaints? Well, you see, there's this black principal, and he's posting photos on Facebook with his white wife. Yeah, it's bothering some of the white folk in this quiet town. You know, it's rustling some feathers, and we'd really like it if you could just take it down. Because if he doesn't, we're gonna burn his house down. You know what I mean? We're gonna come in, we're gonna burn the whole goddamn place down. Is that what you want? I would have been like, bitch, shut the fuck up. You're racist. I'm calling the police. Like, I mean, if they would have said I'm gonna burn his house down, but I would have just been like, this is the most racist nonsense I've ever heard from anybody. Shut the hell up. Go mind your own business. Let this man live his life. Like, I don't even know how to describe this. I don't even know how do I describe this level of racism? Oh my god, I'm getting a headache. I'm literally getting a headache. Okay, so let's read on. Corryville Heritage High School principal James Whitfield. Oh, I thought it was Whitefield. That would have been a kind of controversial last name, but it's not. It's Whitfield. I mean, there's worse last names to have than Whitefield or Whitfield. You know, like Cottonfield. I know, I shouldn't have said that. Bad Darth. Okay, but seriously, so the high school principal, James Whitfield, opened up in a lengthy Facebook post on July 31st about the incident from 2019, shortly after he had been promoted to the top post of the middle school. He told KXAS that he received an email at the time from a high school administrator containing an image of himself and his wife, Carrie, kissing on their anniversary trip. Holy fuck. At first, I'd be like, hold on, why did someone just send me a picture of me and my wife kissing? Why? This is very weird. Why is a high school teacher or administrator talking to me and sending me a picture of my wife kissing me? I don't know what is happening. I would be so confused. So these professionally shot photos, which were provided to People magazine by the Grapevine Corryville School District, show the couple in an intimate pose on a beach. They're just loving each other romantically. It's their fucking anniversary. Eat a bag of dicks. Mind your own fucking business. In his post Saturday, Whitfield explained that the photos were taken a decade ago during their 10-year anniversary in Mexico. This is a decade ago? This is a joke, right? This is a joke? Are these people fucking joking? This is a photo of the principal from 10 years ago? All of you can get fucked. And seriously die a painful death. Slow, painful death. He says, I wish I had conviction to say, no, I'm not going to take it down. That's a picture of me and my wife kissing on the beach. There's no reason for me to take down this photo, he told KXAS. God damn it. Amen. Bravo. Thank you for having the fucking balls as a man and as someone who's clearly not racist. How the hell does anyone see this other than just racism? Blatant public display of racism. The principal went on to say, quote, I look at the picture and I look at the words above it and it says, quote, is this the Dr. Whitfield we want leading our schools? Oh my God. He says, I showed it to my wife, who immediately begins to well up with tears, as anybody would. This is awful. Adding that he took it to mean that he was being criticized for an interracial relationship. That's exactly what this is. It's in black and white. This is racism for an interracial relationship. He says they said, could you take it down? The principal then talks about one of the comments saying, he says, they said, could you take it down? Can you take this picture down? Can you hide it? And I asked why. What's wrong with the picture? It was, hey, I'm just trying to avoid any conflict, he told the station. Jesus, these people are just blatantly racist. Whitfield is now speaking out about the incident and responding to what he claims are bigoted and racist attacks, including accusations that he is a proponent of critical race theory. Okay, I see what's happening here. This is a fucking rouge on the... I mean, I'm putting on my tinfoil hat. I don't think these were people who are against critical race theory. Okay, it's easy to just put that in a sentence in one of your letters of complaints, you know, and accusing him of that just to make it seem like it's one side or the other making this accusation. It's a red herring. I don't think the people that are against critical race theory are fucking racists. Okay? Because critical race theory is racism. You understand? It is. It's fucking racism. Therefore, ergo, these motherfuckers would be for critical race theory and not against it. Anyway, this makes no sense. I'm calling the bluff, calling bullshit on this one. But that's just me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Anyway, let's go on to the next sentence here. They say he wrote on Facebook that he could not ask others to speak up if he won't. And, quote, just because I am the school administrator, that does not take away my rights and ability to be human and defend myself. Absolutely not. You should definitely defend yourself. I'm defending you. But I don't think it was people that are against CRT. But he goes on to say, quote, I am not the CRT critical race boogeyman. I am the first African American to assume the role of principal at my current school in its 25-year history, which is amazing. That is amazing. Congratulations. And I mean that. I know I just sounded a little bit patronizing there, but I truly mean that. That's incredible. That's where we are now. Okay, we've come that far. We've come that far as a country and as a society. You know, I mean, look, the fucking president for 8 years. I don't need to prove my point here. So let's keep reading. And he says, I am keenly aware of how much fear this strikes in the hearts of small minority who would much rather things go back to the way they used to be. He wrote, oh, what, before, when they had a what principle? Are you joking me? People don't give a fuck. Okay, people don't give a fuck what color your skin is. Why does everybody think that matters so much? Only these racist people who are either trolling this guy or that were troll. I think this was either just a fucking troll, because first of all, in 2019, CRT, when this happened in 2019, CRT wasn't even like a thing yet. That wasn't even like I don't think it was like a mainstream term at all. People had no idea what was happening in 2019. It wasn't until COVID happened and parents were able to watch their teachers from the shadows while they taught their kids and were like, this is fucked up. You know? That's when the CRT shit got exposed, but not before this. So I'm just calling bullshit. I'm not saying he's lying. I'm saying the people that are making these ridiculous complaints are lying, just to shift the blame and just point it somewhere else. Anyway, Grapevine Colleyville sources have said that the district does not teach CRT, a doctrine that pushes the notion that racism underpins America's history, laws, and institutions, according to the Dallas Morning News. Exactly. Okay, there's another piece of evidence right there that it couldn't have been CRT, because if these people were so pissed off that this dude was pushing CRT in his school, then there would be proof of it. But they never did. They never taught CRT at their schools. Whitfield wrote that the allegations were connected to a 2019 presentation that he took part in as a middle school principal on the, quote, breaking the barriers that address people's differences. That sounds like the most anti-racist thing ever. You're talking about differences so that way you understand each other. That sounds not like CRT. That is the opposite of CRT. That is literally the opposite. It's not about breaking barriers. It's about one side is right and the other side is racist. That's CRT. This is not CRT. But it says, even though it was approved by the district, the presentation was used to, quote, vilify my colleagues and me, he wrote. Okay, maybe you were vilified because these people are racist assholes and they don't want white people mixed in with the browns or the blacks or the yellows. You know, I don't know, but I'm sure that's what it is. Let's read on. He says, quote, we hid the photo. None of them above ever mentioned anything else about it, but the damage was inflicted on us in a profound way, in profound ways. It was at this moment that I knew the attack that we currently endure was coming, the principal wrote on Facebook. So now the school district responded to his statements in a statement by saying, quote, when a social media concern is brought to the attention of the district, we have a responsibility to review it. And some of the photos in the district received contained, poses that were a bit questionable for an educator, especially a principal or administrator. Okay, first off, this was 10 fucking years ago. It was his fucking honeymoon or whatever the fuck. Jesus Christ. Just be happy that the couple are still happily married. They say, quote, it had absolutely nothing to do with race. I'm going to repeat that in case your ears were blocked or you weren't listening or you were away from your phone or whatever the fuck. They said it had absolutely nothing to do with race. Did you hear that? Did I say that loud and clear? They're actually trying to pull this shit. It had absolutely nothing to do with race. It was just a risque photo. It was just too risky for the kids to see. Okay, first off, students should not be friends with the principal on Facebook. Okay, so who the fuck cares? I'm sure it was private anyway. And if it wasn't, then that's that's bad on him. They go on to say, as a new campus principal, we wanted to provide a smooth transition for Dr. Whitfield to the Heritage Middle School, which is why we advised him of the concern and made a request for the photos to be taken down from Facebook, it added. Okay, even if it was just about the poses, right? Even if it was just about the risque, sensual, like, I'm in love with you poses that were taken on their fucking honeymoon. Even if it was just about the quote-unquote underlying sexual nature of it, if you wanted to look at it in that way. Which is just weird, because it's just weird, but I just see it as a couple in love, like madly in love is how I look at the photos. But anyway, if that were the case, right, if it was just about the poses, you'd think there would be someone in the administration, someone who reviewed these photos and who had the power to be like, you know what, guys, this might look really fucking bad because, they're an interracial couple. It might come off a bit racist. I mean, you tell a 6-year-old, they'll understand that this is racism, as long as they're not, going to CRT training or shit like that, or how to be less white training Coca-Cola. Oh, guys, I don't know what the fuck's happening in this world. I just don't. Anyway, some of the parents learned about the photo incident when they read Whitfield's account on Facebook. They say, I think it's sweet. He's a happily married man. It's he and his beautiful wife. They have a beautiful family, Sonny Rapolo, who has children at Colleyville Heritage High, told KXAS. Adding that there was no reason to censor him. Yeah, there's no fucking reason to censor him at all. Thank you, parent, for speaking up. Sonny, thank you, Sonny. They go on to say, quote, I chalk it up to the educators that are held into a different standard. Unfortunately, I think it's silly. I can't see why a husband and wife can't have a picture of them in a sweet moment, she said. Meanwhile, a petition in supporting Whitfield has garnered hundreds of signatures, and he said that he's humbled for all the support that he's received. There you go. Well, good fucking on you, mate. Now, I just hope to God that this wasn't just a desperate attempt for publicity, your 15 minutes of fame, because that would be a real damn shame if that was the case. You got to see both sides of the coin. I don't know how he's playing this. It's like you didn't want to go public for 2.5 years because what? Because nobody else wanted to speak up? It's your job to speak up. That's your job. So this shit should be called out the second it happens. It needs to be nipped in the bud. Don't wait 2 years, okay? That goes for any kind of, allegations or accusations or whatever it may be, whether it's, Me Too or shit like that. Sorry, I had to have a drink of my White Claw. No, it's just a Fanta, which I really don't even drink soda, so it's weird that I'm drinking a Fanta, to be honest. Out of all the sodas, it's just Fanta? Why? It's just, don't ask. It was just destiny. It was like the coders, outside the Matrix were like, grab the Fanta. I was like, okay, fucking Fanta day. I guess today we're drinking a fucking Fanta. By the way, this is not a sponsor for Fanta, even though I wish it was. Don't you want a Fanta, Fanta? Don't you want a Fanta, Fanta? Anyway, so another quote says, Twitter fam, you've probably seen the hashtag I stand with Dr. Whitfield coming across your timeline. Wondering on earth what is going on? There's so much, but I am beyond humbled by the kindness, support, love, and encouragement being shown to me and my family, he said in a tweet. That seems pretty heartfelt. That doesn't seem like a cry for attention. That seems legitimate. I think he was just probably scared to come out. I don't know. Who knows why people do things? They just do. So that's about it. Anyways, this has been real fun. Real fun. Until next time, don't forget to pull out. There's P-O fucking L. Did I say 2 O's? P-O-O. Like poo, with an L. Pool. Don't forget to pool out. And until next time, make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, comment, all the good stuff. I'll think about you tonight. Oh yeah, join me on my live stream sometime, whenever I do that, whenever that happens, which might never be. So, but just that's why you have to turn on the notifications. Otherwise, you'll just never know. So turn on the notifications. Please turn on.